morning, Mike here, the Fresh Rinse, on location in a little community called Wetherington. It's a gated community here in the Cincinnati area where I find myself washing from time to time. We've got a big house that I'm washing this morning, and some of my video may be sporadic because I have an onlooker. As we come to the back of the home, you'll see this is quite ginormous. Not my biggest project ever, but this one's going to have a lot of trick shots. In fact, you may see my ladder stretched up right here to get to that upper deck. That should be a lot of fun. I priced this home sight unseen with only pictures, and I plan to tell you how I price these big jobs as the video progresses. Hey, before we continue, be sure to like and subscribe. Hit the bell tab and leave a comment. In fact, the comment that I would like for you to leave today is praying for Cain. Cain is the grandson of our good friend and fellow pressure washer, Danny Salyer in Saltville, Virginia. Cain is going in for a 6-hour surgery this morning on his heart. He's a newborn and he needs the hand of the Lord on his life. So if you would, pray for Cain. All right, here we are up on this second landing. I guess this would be 3 stories up. I have property protection in order, and of course I carry my tape on my wrist. And if ever I were grateful for a Flow Pro, it's today. So these homes can be quite intimidating, especially if you have the homeowners watching, as I do. But quite honestly, this is really just 4 or 5 average houses, and that's how you have to think of it. That's exactly how I price it, and that's exactly how I wash it. As somewhat of a pro tip, I have learned it's best for me to always take back my ladder as soon as I'm done with it and not wait till the end of the wash. That way I don't forget it and I don't trip over it or have to work around it. Hey guys, it's Mike, the Fresh Rinse. As many of you know, I now have nearly 1,000 videos on my YouTube channel, and it's all free. And some of you would say, well, you get what you pay for. However, if you are finding value in my content and would like to make a donation, then I would be extremely grateful. For the remainder of the video, you will find my Venmo, CashApp, and Zelle addresses at the bottom of the screen. You'll also find links to all 3 in the description. I call this Fresh Honor. It's like an honor system for making contributions. You get to decide the value of the content and then make a contribution accordingly. Again, if I have in some way added value to your business and you want to show your appreciation, I won't stop you. So thank you for your friendship and thank you for contributing. Now back to the video. Someone messaged me recently and said that they had recently stopped using surfactant upon my suggestion, but yet they're still getting some soap suds coming from their mix. And that's very normal. You can see here, you're going to get soap suds regardless. And that means you got to rinse, rinse, rinse. The last thing I want to have to do on this job is come back and re-rinse windows. And that's one reason I no longer use a surfactant when downstreaming. While I'm up here on this 2nd story deck, I'll go ahead and wash the guttering and windows on this 3rd floor section. Hey guys, Mike here, The Fresh Rinse. Just a real quick reminder that myself and Jeremy Messer host the world's worst podcast every Wednesday night from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's called the Wash Tube Podcast. It's a very relaxed room of washers just talking shop, talking life. We answer questions, talk smack. We just have a really good time together. We even close out each episode in prayer. So set your calendar for 9 p.m. every Wednesday night for the Wash Tube Podcast. You can watch it right here on the Fresh Rinse channel or Jeremy's channel, Kentucky Wash Pros. We'll see you then. Absolutely beautiful in the backyard area. This actually butts up against a country club. You see one of the holes over there. Beautiful homes all the way wrapped around this community. I enjoy working here. I do have the wind to my disadvantage today. Nice high winds. But I'm still able to get to that third story chimney area quite easily. And then sometimes the wind works to my advantage, as I can play the wind like a golfer plays a slice and get the backside of that chimney. All right, we're done with all the backside and this garage side. We're gonna reposition the truck to the front of the house and then do the front and the far side. So as promised, I wanna tell you how I go about bidding jobs of this caliber, this size and this scale. It's really not a difficult process for me. And again, I did not do this in person. I do almost all of my estimates remote. So I was able to view the home from Google Earth, and the homeowner sent me quite a few pictures himself. I was able to measure the home and determine that it was about 3 to 4 times larger than my average 2-story home. So I multiplied the price of my average 2-story home by 4, and that became my bid for this wash. Now I could be wrong, but it seems to me that the main reason for in-person quotes is to upsell. And because they have a brand new roof and all new concrete within the last 2 years, an in-person quote was not necessary. And by the way, when they finally do need those services, do you really think they're going to shop around when they've got my card in their Rolodex and I'm doing them a great job? They love the Fresh. Hey, a real quick pro tip. Notice way up high we have a stained ceiling. There's no way to tape that off, or no way that I'm taping it off. I'm simply going to water it down very, very good and then wash as normal, rinsing quickly. We've rinsed. We'll turn on the Flow Pro, and then I'll soap down these walls. And now a real quick rinse. I should say, for all the new guys who are out there learning how to wash, that an in-person estimate, I believe, is by far the best way, especially if you need to set eyes on the project, and in particular if you're planning to upsell, and that's always the goal. In this case, it wasn't necessary. But I'll also tell you that after a year or two of washing, you're really not going to see much new. I mean, from time to time, you're going to run into some things that you've never seen before, but by and large, that's not going to be the case. So if you're wanting to do in-person estimates because of your fear of running into something new, I would encourage that the first year, maybe even the second year. After a while, it all becomes second nature. All right, we're all wrapped up and ready to go to the next one. I got here at 8:30 this morning. It's about 15 after 11, so 2 hours, 45 minutes to wash that big guy. And that was a fun wash. Once again, if you found value in my channel, be sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell tab, and I'd certainly appreciate it. My name's Mike. They call me the Fresh Rinse, and I'm out.